What is up, guys? It's Vinny here. I hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to do a little react video. As many of you are aware, James Fox just dropped the trailer for his upcoming documentary, The Program. It's been highly anticipated. We're all waiting for it, and the trailer finally is here. So I'm going to react to it. I'm going to stop it if I need to and talk about bits that come up in it. And yeah, just a little something different for you guys. So let me share my screen. Here we go. So let's get straight into it. I'm going to hit play and we'll talk about it as we proceed.
In 2017, the New York Times published a story exposing a secret government program investigating UFOs.
That story was kind of a catalyst for a lot of things that have happened since. Members of Congress started to ask questions.
Instruments report there is something there. There are flight characteristics that we can't explain.
UAPs are unexplained. It's true. They need to be investigated.
So one thing I've noticed already is that there's footage being used in there, which I think is probably not UAP, but I think it adds to the kind of effect of the documentary. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. But let's keep going. It's kind of setting it up. Obviously, great to see Leslie Kane there. Let's carry on.
Here we are having a hearing where just a few years ago, we didn't even acknowledge that these things were real.
Do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
You're telling me people have come forward claiming firsthand knowledge of craft of non-human origin?
That's correct.
And there we have former staffer Kirk McConnell. Great to have a new respectable individual talking on this subject. I can't wait to see what he is saying in the documentary when it's released. You know, we heard a few months back that Jason Sands is going to be in the documentary, and we always wanted more and more people, new individuals to come forward. So let's see.
We have sources who have asserted not only that there have been crashes, but there have been crash retrievals.
Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they human or non-human?
Non-human.
I'm sitting here today because the American people are being lied to.
We are the American.
So there we had an individual, voice masked, anonymous, obviously a new witness. Very interesting that people don't want their faces shown. Does that mean they're still currently serving? And what information are they firsthand? Did they work on the program? Like, what information were they privy to? And I hope this is what, you know, we get a clarity on when the documentary comes out. I'm friends with James. I've spoken with James. I haven't been shown the full documentary yet. James, if you're watching, you know, just text me over an early copy and I'll review it for you. But let's carry on with this anyway. I mean, sorry, quickly beforehand, it's good to see, you know, Grush and all of this kind of build up to crash retrievals, reverse engineering programs, the program. So I like it so far, how it's kind of building up. Let's continue. I know it's not a long trailer.
Government, and we are open, and we're going to be open about this.
What has been revealed,
Non-human intelligence.
So there, James was at that NASA briefing. I think it was, I can't remember if it was 2024 or was it in 2023 when James attended that NASA, I can't remember what it was, but he asked a really important question of Bill Nelson. So obviously that's going to be featured. Really good. I'm glad James is covering all angles. I actually met James in my home city of Sheffield in the UK during the filming of the program. I won't go into too much detail, but we had a great time hanging out. So I know James traveled an awful lot, months and months on the road, visiting Europe, all over the US, spent so much time in DC speaking with lawmakers and staffers and stuff. So James has certainly put in the work. So I'm confident this is going to be a wonderful documentary up there with Moment of Contact. And certainly, you know, my favorite that he's ever done is The Phenomenon. And, you know, that is a groundbreaking, I think, documentary. It's one that you can show your friends and family who aren't into the subject, and it's just lays it out in such an amazing way. So I'm hoping this just is almost like a follow-on, and that it appeals to the broad audience who may not be into UFOs, but also to people like us who do have an interest in this subject. So that's really tough to do, I think, for any good documentary, is to cater for all needs without kind of, you know, neglecting a certain area. So let's see.
Exists, non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity.
Is only part of the story.
The pressure's on. The Pentagon, the CIA, they're going to have to answer the mail.
Some are risking everything.
Have you had incidences that have caused you to be in fear for your life?
Yes, personally.
To uncover the rest.
What is being done to verify the assertion that the U.S. government has spaceships of non-human intelligence in their possession?
That kind of revelation unearths people's beliefs.
I would go to jail to say.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed there, but that was Gary McKinnon. Interesting. We've not really heard that much from Gary in the last few years. It'd be interesting to see how James integrates Gary McKinnon's story into this documentary. I think that's what's going to be interesting. I think is we're going to get this picture about the program, the legacy programs, crash retrievals, and reverse engineering. But how is James going to tell the story? That's what I'm probably most excited about, is how he's going to fit in all these sub-stories, these little individual cases and incidents into the kind of broad picture of the program. I think that's exciting. And here we have Hal Puthoff. And I think if I press play, we should get a really important line from him.
Things that I've been exposed to in the program.
Yeah, so I don't know if you heard that. He said something about going to jail if he was to talk about what he's learned about the program. So does that mean Hal Puthoff is a first-hand witness to craft, bodies? What level has Hal had access to? You know, he's a bit of an enigma in my eyes. You know, he's been quite prominent in the UFO subject for so many years, but we don't really know exactly what he's been involved in 100%. So we shall see, hopefully, more in the program. There we go. Lance Mungia there is a producer with James there. And obviously, Lance has done some fantastic work in the past. But yeah, you know, just a short trailer. It's just enough to kind of whet the appetite for when it is eventually released. Like I said, I have spoken to James, and James will be coming on the show for an interview around the time of release. Obviously, I'd love to speak to James now, but I think, like with a lot of people who produce books, documentaries, and media like this, that it's always best to talk to them once the book or the documentary has been released, and then we can really dig in to every kind of aspect of it. So there you go, just a little video for you guys. I have got more interviews lined up. I was supposed to record one today, but I've had some technical issues, hence why I'm doing this little short video for you. But I'm going to leave the link to the trailer that we just sort of watched in the description if you want to just go and watch it without me sort of pausing it and talking about it. But for now, guys, I look forward to seeing you all again soon, and take care.